And then obviously finishing it off, step number 5. Now you have your strategy. Strategy in terms of what do I want to improve? How do I solve this problem of current athlete's performance not good enough to reach the goal? And that kind of comes down to the tactics, which is actually creating the actual training program. Okay, so when you have identified what you want to do, for example, improving VO₂max, improving aerobic fitness, or improving running economy, or prescribing a diet to save body weight, whatever the strategy is, it will look obviously very different, right? If you create a program for running economy versus a program for improving aerobic fitness versus a diet program, a nutrition program to change body weight. So this will all look very different. But now you identified, you understand, you can actually quantify and prove which one is the most beneficial, which offers the biggest room for improvement. So step number 5, you prescribe this training program, you write down the different training methodologies, different nutrition methodologies, weight training, stretching, whatever it is that belongs to this strategy. You can write this down in the training program now. And then you have, so to speak, the cooking recipe for success for this particular athlete in this particular case. And at this point, following this framework, you can be very sure, you can really trust in this program. Your athlete can trust in the program. You can prove your athlete why he or she can trust in the program, because you can prove all the steps along the way and prove logically why this training program is the right one. And then from there on, it's actually pretty easy. You just need to roll it out, which is, no offense, mostly copy-paste. It might sound a little bit silly or like, wow, why is he saying that? It's a little bit strange. How can a training program be copy-paste? Well, think about it. When you have now found a training program, which for all information that you have is the best training program for this athlete, for what we described, you identified what to work on, you identified how to work on it, you identified that this offers, the biggest room for improvement, then why would you deviate from that? If you prescribe the best nutrition, training, recovery, kinds of training, which kind of training methodology for this particular case, you would not deviate from it. Of course, it's not entirely copy-paste. You need to adapt to the work and life and, time restrictions of the athlete. But the overall concept stays the same. And you might change training intensity. You need to adapt it as the athlete goes along, and you maybe need to ramp up training load in terms of training hours a little bit, but the overall tactics, the overall training program stays the same.